Hello. Now I'm going to show how to make Lebanese bread the easy way using Jamila's Lebanese bread mix. Lebanese bread has a texture that's different from pita bread, different from most other flatbreads. So you're going to be able to enjoy this delicious bread very easily at home. The way you do it, simply mix this mix with 5 ounces of warm water. Put the bread mix in the mixer, add 5 ounces of water. Now you don't have to have this type of a mixer to make the bread. You can mix this by hand. It's a small amount, easily manipulated. We're going to use the mixer here, start for a minute on low. Now we're going to kick this mixer up into the second speed, which is set for mixing bread type doughs. We're going to let it run at this speed for 4 minutes. Going to leave the dough in the mixing bowl. Put a light coat of olive oil on top to keep it from drying as it raises, and I will put a sheet of plastic over top. And then we will be a few minutes away from some delicious Lebanese bread. Our dough is raised, so I'm going to flour the board, take the dough out of the bowl. Going to cut the dough ball into 4. This will make 4 approximately 8-inch round loaves of bread. One of these we're going to turn into Syrian bread. Syrian bread is made with the same dough, same process, but we're going to leave it in this shape and we're going to bake it. We're going to bake it flat just like that. It will raise considerably before it's finished. Flour our board. Take a dough ball, make sure we're ready to roll. Nice, nice. Coming out beautifully. I have a set to bake 2 different ways. One is on the stove top. You'll notice in a few minutes that it'll start to bubble up. Maybe some pockets, maybe it'll turn to one large pocket. That usually doesn't happen stovetop. We'll probably see that in the oven. You get the bubbles on the top, we'll flip this over, let it bake on the top. We're done. The other is in the oven. In the oven, you want to use a pizza stone or a heavy cast iron skillet. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees. Leave the skillet or the pizza stone in the oven. Let it get to 450 degrees along with the oven. Then you bake the bread right on it. This will bake for about 1.5 minutes. Then we'll flip it. The browning will actually come from the contact with the stone more than just the heat of the oven. So we will have, again, spotty browning on the bread. That's how it's supposed to be. Our loaf in the oven. Nice. That's perfect. Now we're ready to throw the Syrian bread into the oven. It's puffed up somewhat. It's risen, considerably. I'm going to put it right into the oven on the pizza stone, or it can be baked on a sheet pan. Half hour later, Syrian bread, baked nice and hot. Be careful, it is hot. So. Nice crust on the outside. light and fluffy on the inside. The crust will soften as the bread cools.